Are you tired? Like, are you tired in your mind, in your soul, in your spirit? Even after a good night's sleep or hours of sleep, are you still waking up tired? Then I'm with you. And this is for you. Are you tired and done with the excuses of staying stuck, of being held back by your fear, by your trauma, by your excuses? Then this conversation, this yarn is for you. And if you're new here, my name is Chantel Thompson, and I am known as the Barkindji Warrior, and I am weaving the warrior heart and Kilalana, grassroots and global. This is for those who the world has told you are not enough, you are not allowed, or it is not safe to be you in the world. That when you look around the world was not designed with you in mind. The world was not created with you in mind. The Western world, the frameworks that we live in, were not designed to see you leading, thriving, or just being allowed to be yourself in the world without the need to justify, without the need to fight. Then this is for you. The warrior heart is about being brave enough and is about being brave, standing in our power, being our truth and following our heart. Because when we follow our heart, we bypass our ego and we bypass our trauma. And Kilalana means growing. It is a foundation that I set up to work with Indigenous women and youth in Australia. And I'm realizing that the frameworks that we have created there, the movement that we have created there, has implications at a grassroots level and a global level. And for those of us, we know that we have to fight to be ourselves in the world. So, in order to move from our heart, we're going to need to fight. We're going to need to fight our conditioning, our fear, our past, the inner story that we tell ourselves, but also the conditioning the world tells us about who we're allowed to be and what we're allowed to do and have. And here's the thing, if you want to change the world, or you want to heal intergenerational trauma, or you've just had enough with the status quo, the most powerful and sustainable way that you can create change is by coming home to yourself and becoming your own purpose. I know that's a big statement, particularly at those of us that come from collective cultures. And if you're someone who has been told it is your responsibility to heal intergenerational trauma, to carry everything, if you're a parent or a caregiver, if you're a mum or a woman or someone from a collective cultural background where you have been told it is your job to carry everyone, but who's there to carry you? If you were to fall down right now, who would be there to pick you up in your darkest moment? This is something that I have been living through. This has been something I have been growing through and grappling with. Is that the most powerful thing I can do for those that I love and serve, for the change I want to see in the world in my lifetime, is to understand that by coming home to myself and moving from the world, moving into the world and through the world as myself, and by allowing my gifts and my dreaming to guide me, to call me, then I don't need batteries. I don't need motivation because it has its own energy source. And that is the most sustainable way because by me healing myself and being myself in the world, that allows that intergenerational healing to happen as a ripple effect, as a natural side effect of me doing the inner work, of me having the integrity to make sure that I'm loving, living, and leading from my truest self, from my most aligned self, from my most awake self who is taking responsibility and being accountable for who they're being in the world, the stories that I tell myself, the energy that I bring to the room to myself. And I'm here to share with you one micro action that you can do today to start the journey because we all want big, grand, sweeping gestures of change. We think that when we decide it's just going to magically shift. Let the universe and life and whatever you believe in meet you in those moments. Let them do the grand sweeping gestures of change. Because here's what I know. If you are meant for more, if you have a calling that is bigger than yourself and you avoid that, sometimes life will force you to move. And the things that it is moving you from are the things that are keeping you stuck. But that can come with grief and shame because it forces us to release old versions of ourselves, versions of ourselves that we thought would be ours forever, our dreams, our relationships, and sometimes the people who are removed from our life or choose to leave our life when we start speaking our truth is because they're not meant that, like, your time with them is done. Maybe they'll weave back in during another season. But for whatever reason, if they are removed from your life or they remove themselves, because when you start to be yourself or who you're being is not who they need or want, that can come with grief and shame, and we can make it about ourselves, but it's so much bigger than us. So if this is resonating with you, make sure you hit subscribe below because I'll be sharing more of this here and going deeper into different elements, different threads of weaving the warrior heart and Kilalana, grassroots to global. And all of that will start from my own lived and learned and earned experiences of what I've been through. And if you want to know, go and Google my name, Chantel Thompson, and you'll see so much of my story. So rather than using my time to tell you who I am, if this resonates with you or you're curious, go and Google my name and see what comes up for you and follow the thread that lights something up in you that makes you curious. And if it resonates, come back and hit me up and we'll have a yarn about it. Because I'm now offering power hours, warrior heart power hours, where we get to sit down and go, what's calling you? What's compelling you? But then also what's keeping you stuck? And how can I help you activate that warrior heart into yourself right now? Because here's what I know to be true. One micro action taken every day can create a longer term impact than one sweeping gesture that we never do again. And for those that want more, I have a community on a platform called School, which is basically a more intimate, sustainable version of Facebook, where you can get community, you can get classes, you can connect with other people. And it's called the Warrior Heart Activation School. It's a free school. It's something where I'm sharing my experiences, my story, and how you can start to activate the warrior heart into your life. And then for those that want more, that are ready to go, no, you're hungry, you're ready to go. The Warrior Heart Inner Circle is for those who want coaching, who want mentoring, and who want to be in community with others that are being the change in the world by being themselves first. I'm so excited to bring this to you. And if this is resonating with you, hit subscribe and come and check out my community over on School. Or if you just know you need something now to get you started, have a look at the Warrior Heart Activation Yarns and book an hour with me, and let's see how I can help and serve you now to activate, to awaken the warrior heart in yourself. Now, I did say I was going to share something with you, the warrior heart, a micro action. So there's two. What is one pattern, one habit, one thing, one lesson that keeps repeating itself in your life and then you hide from it? It creates shame, it creates guilt because you've known for a long time, but you might not have known how, you might not have been ready, or you might not have had the capacity to move on that change. And that's a topic for another day. That's a yarn for another day. But what is one pattern that you can start to create change with now? Is it a physical thing? Can you drink more water? Can you buy a smartwatch or use your phone to increase your steps? Can you do 5 minutes of movement at a physical level? Is it a mental thing? Do you need to start to journal and get out of yourself what you're feeling and how you're feeling so you can start to see for yourself? And for those of you that have struggle reading and writing, you can do little videos. You can use your phone. Like I have yarns on my phone every day. I leave voice notes to myself because that's what works for me. But I also journal because I love to read. I love to write. It's about finding something that works for you rather than an excuse to stay stuck. Because here's a truth that I know. Some people like the smell of their own shit and sitting in their shit, then actively getting up and using their power and their responsibility to do something about their lives, to do something about where they're stuck, where they're playing small, where they're hurting. There's a difference between pain and suffering. Some people choose to suffer because they refuse to do anything to address what is causing their pain. And they keep repeating the patterns that are keeping them stuck, that are keeping them small, and that are keeping them safe. Because sometimes, here's what I know, the things in the past that kept us safe are now the things that are causing our suffering and causing us to be stuck. So that's one micro action. What's one step, one pattern that you can take today to go, I'm going to commit 21 days, 30 days to get unstuck with that? Journaling, drinking more water, taking steps, whatever it is for you. And what is something that you have been avoiding, or what is one change, one situation, is it making a phone call? Is it doing a budget? Is it researching a job that you've been feeling called to do? So, what is one pattern that you can move on? And what is one situation that has been blocking you or keeping you stuck? Or on the opposite side, what is one thing that you're curious about that's been calling you, but you're too shy, or you don't think that you have time, but you know that doing that thing, it makes you go all fuzzy, it makes you curious. For me, that's Aboriginal dance. And on the 21st of September, I am starting a 7-day Warrior Heart Challenge in my community to help people activate and awaken the warrior heart in their life as a practice, as a principle, and as a movement. So if this resonates with you, hit subscribe. Come and check out my community over on School. Just come and say hi. Come and check us out. Like I said, the free community doesn't cost you anything. 5 minutes of your time, have a look around, and if it's not for you, leave and maybe come back. You're always welcome to come back. And for those that are ready to take action now, there's 2 steps you can take. You can hit me up for a warrior heart activation and awaken yarn, and we'll sit there and we'll work out, how can you get started now? How can you make a move now? Or you can come and join my community over on School, the Warrior Heart Inner Circle, where you will get coaching, you will get mentoring, and you will be in community with those who are already on the journey or who are starting their journey to being themselves in the world through their warrior heart. My name is Chantel Thompson, and I'm a proud Barkindji Yimpa woman. And this is the birthplace of the Warrior Heart and Kilalana, a movement, a practice, and a principle, grassroots and global.